Hey YouTube family and GN subs, how are you? Hope you're having a wonderful summer. And hey, check out my new YouTube shorts. You can get it also on Instagram Reels as well as TikTok. So we're expanding our social media presence as we have just reached 6 million views and 77,000 subscribers. So we're going to keep this thing going. We're going to bring you good news. So we're going to talk about the latest news today. So a lot to unpack. Let's get at it. Hey, there was a lot of vitriol in response to my last post. I simply stated facts. Those of you who don't know me, all I bring is good news. I'm an attorney practicing immigration law for a very long time, and all I do is bring you factual news. If Biden is doing a good job at the border, what's the problem? What he has done, and you have to read your facts. Go to the Politico, okay? A very reliable source of news. The Ninth Circuit just allowed Biden to continue his policy at the border of restricting immigrants from coming into the U.S. The CBP One app is working. The parole process is working where individuals are coming to the U.S. legally. What's the problem with that? Isn't that what everyone wanted anyway, is for immigrants to come to the U.S. legally? Well, that's happening. And guess what? It's under Biden's watch. He's doing a good job. All right. A thing to note, coming October 2023, if you file an I-765, that's an application for work authorization. Currently, because of COVID, you get a 540-day automatic extension of your work permit. Well, starting October 2023, that's going back to the 180-day automatic extension. Just make a note of that, right? Because when you're in the workplace, the employer always asks you for extensions of your work authorization. And if it's beyond that 6-month period starting October, you're going to have problems. So just be mindful of the fact that the automatic extension has been reduced back to the normal 180 days. All right, a bit of good news for the H-1B lottery. Second lottery is coming about. Just give you some quick numbers, all right? So this year, there were 780,000 registrants, right? That is up substantially. Last year, for example, 2023 H-1B lottery, there were only 480,000 applications. The reason for the increase is because employers were allowed multiple registrations for an individual. That's why you had more. Now, the reason for the second lottery is because the 85,000 slots that are allocated for the H-1B were not filled because you had multiple applicants, right? So the slots weren't filled. That's why they have a second lottery at this point. So see if you're chosen. If you're an H-1B, you had an application registration, see if you got in the second round. It's good stuff, folks. All right, another bit of good news. The Biden administration is being urged by AILA and Congress to do a policy rule change on employment-based visas. This is huge, folks. I've talked about this before. So what they plan to do is allow you, once your employment-based petition is approved, even if it's not current on the visa bulletin, to file your adjustment of status, get work authorization, travel authorization, while you're waiting for the visa bulletin to become current. This could be huge for India and China because retrogression, they're waiting many, many years in employment-based visas for this to occur. Another reason they're doing it is because they normally don't issue all of the employment-based visas. You have family visas that are unused. They spill over into the employment-based category. And at the end of the fiscal year, if they're not issued, guess what? They go away. So this is a good way to allocate all 140,000 employment-based visas annually. That could be a game changer, folks. Alrighty, so NVC, I talked about this parole program, right? For Colombia, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras, right? It's a parole program. If you have a family-based visa that has been approved and you're just waiting for it to become current, you're allowed to be paroled into the United States and get work authorization. The way that that's done is through NVC. NVC has to send you an invitation. If you have an approved petition and you're from one of these countries, I would make an inquiry to NVC to see whether or not you can get that invitation for your family member and get them into the United States. All right, YouTube family and GN subs, thanks so much for watching GrayLaw TV. Go to our frequently asked questions. go to our playlist. I just revamped it. We got new frequently asked questions, videos linked to that question that answers the question, also in the playlist. Huge. I put them together. I made some mock interviews. Go check out the mock interviews for marriage cases, for citizenship interviews, and for general interviews at USCIS, so you can check it out. All right, we'll see you next time.